I mean, this is honestly so creepy. Like, I would hate to be walking through this room. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, gee. Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder, and today I'm reacting to Blade Runner, the original Blade Runner. So this is what I know basically of the concept. I'm pretty sure that Harrison Ford is working for this organization to hunt down replicants who are these AI robots, or he has to like test and see if people are humans or AI. And I believe like by the end of the movie, it's revealed that he is a replicant or he's not fully human, something like that. I have seen a lot of Blade Runner 2049, so I don't remember all of it. I remember like which character died at the end of that film, but I don't think I understood like fully the context of everything that's going on. But I'm really excited to see this original. I mean, obviously Ridley Scott, we're talking about a master director who has made some great films. I have not seen Alien yet. Yes, I will be reacting to that next week. Don't worry, that reaction is coming. I'm just really excited to see this. I've heard that visually this film was just so innovative, and I think I've even seen like an interview with Christopher Nolan like referencing this film as something that has really inspired him with an aesthetic and design of a universe. So I'm just really looking forward to seeing that. And it's a sci-fi classic, so I'm here to watch and see if it holds up to its reputation. As always, if you want to see my full unedited reaction to this movie, that's going to be up on Patreon. And next week's reaction, my reaction to Alien. I've seen Aliens, and Aliens I've seen multiple times, but I've never have seen the original Alien. So if you want to see my reaction to that, that's going to be up right now on Patreon for early access. If not, that'll be coming out on YouTube next week. But yeah, thank you as always to everyone for your support, everyone who likes, subscribes, comments here on YouTube. That really does help the algorithm. And let's just get into it. Blade Runner. I believe this film came out after the original Alien, but I don't know 100%. Like usual with most of these movies, I like to go in knowing as little as possible, and I usually don't even want to Google it before I start watching, just in case I see like a summary or a plot point that's given away. Who did the music for this movie? I mean, right away, it's just feeling very intense and a little bit eerie. I don't know how, I'm pretty sure this is the final cut, which I don't know like how different that is from the theatrical version, but I've heard that's the good version to watch, so hopefully that's kind of the consensus of the fan base, but anyone who disagrees with that, feel free to fill me in the comments. At least equal in intelligence. Are the AI going to be outsmarting the humans here? Yeah. Not an execution. We're retiring you. What a great corporate rebranding of a murder of a. Although, like, are these aliens? I'm sure this movie is going to explore the idea. 2019? Okay, we're already here. We're living Blade Runner. We've passed it. We live the Blade Runner coronavirus version. But I'm sure this movie is going to explore the ideas of like what it means to be human. But just on its surface, like any company that rebrands killing a sentient robot or creature as a retiring, bro, you are not the good guys. I mean, look at this city. It looks so dark and industrial. I do like all the lights, though. I mean, that's just awesome. Seeing that reflected in a human eye. We don't even see who that is. I'm going to guess Harrison Ford, but maybe not. Are these like the interrogations they do to see if someone's human or not?
You're kind of nervous when I take tests.
Now answer as quickly as you can.
Sure.
What if you're just bad at taking tests? Like, what if you're a real human?
You look down and you see a tortoise, Leon. It's crawling towards you.
Tortoise? What's that?
You don't know what that is?
You know what a turtle is?
Of course.
Same thing.
I don't think a biology teacher would agree, but okay.
They're just questions, Leon.
Yeah, trying to get you to relax. Please, don't give me that.
My mother?
I wonder if in writing this movie there was like consultation with psychologists. What the? What the? Was he a replicant? Is that why he killed him? Like, is he killing his human interrogator because he knows he's going to get caught?
The chance to begin again in a golden land of opportunity and adventure.
Why do I not trust that announcement whatsoever? Those are cool umbrellas, though. I mean, the whole setting looks pretty depressing and bleak, but I do like those umbrellas that light up. Okay, here he is. Imagine if we had cars that could fly like this in 2019. I don't think we advanced quite that much. I mean, give it to Ridley Scott. Like, his films have such a beautiful look to them. You know, even as we're kind of like showing shots of this very grimy, rainy, dark city, I'm like, this is awesome to look at. The world just feels very like occupied and lived in, and the color palette, the grayish blue is really cool.
Brian?
You wouldn't have come if I just asked you to. Sit down, pal.
He had to arrest him to get him in.
This is a bad one. The worst yet. I need the old Blade Runner. I need your magic.
So what, is he retired at this point?
No choice, huh?
No choice, pal.
I mean, what exactly did that mean? Is he like threatening him if he doesn't come back and work? Like literally threatening him?
Well, I don't get it. What do they risk coming back to Earth for? That's unusual. Why? What do they want out of the Tyrell Corporation?
Maybe they want to get revenge. You know, if this corporation is hunting them down, and if they truly, you know, as artificial intelligence, maybe they have like developed to the point of emotions and feelings.
So they built in a fail-safe device.
Which is what?
4-year lifespan.
You got a giant advertisement, Coca-Cola. This does not look like a future you would want to live in. I mean, what is the story with, you know, Earth? Like, what happened to the sun? Why is it dark all the time? Is there just so much, like, factory work and productions, possibly, that the sky is full of smog and filth? They almost look like pyramids, don't they? These, like, giant, huge corporate buildings.
Replicants are like any other machine. They're either a benefit or a hazard.
Is it as simple as that, though?
Have you ever retired a human by mistake?
Dang.
No.
But in your position, that is a risk.
Can you imagine? Like, how would you even know if you retired a human? And what would stop the corporation from retiring any human they disagreed with and just claiming they're a replicant?
Try her.
What if they've designed replicants, though, that can pass the test? I mean, there's the sun I was talking about, but it's still, you know, it's not like a fresh, clean light. Like, it looks still very bleak.
Do you mind if I smoke?
It won't affect the test.
What is with all these people in the future? Like, so many people smoking cigarettes.
Little boy, he shows you his butterfly collection, plus the killing jar.
I mean, do you get better lighting than that shot right there? That is just beautiful lighting. Beautiful.
You're reading a magazine, you come across a full-page nude photo of a girl. You show it to your husband. He likes it so much, he hangs it on your bedroom wall.
Who comes up with these questions? Yeah, I would really love to know, like, if there was research done on these questionnaires for the movie. That's a really interesting subject. I have a feeling she's a replicant. Maybe like someone so advanced that she can pass the test.
She's a replicant, isn't she?
I'm impressed.
Oh, dang, okay.
We create a cushion or pillow for their emotions, and consequently we can control them better.
Memories. You're talking about memories.
I mean, at that rate, like if you start installing memories in these replicants, what would, like if you got advanced enough, how could you distinguish between humans and replicants? I mean, I feel like Harrison Ford is questioning whether or not he's real, right? Hearing the doctor talk about implanting memories, I think now he's questioning his own reality. I mean, he looks pretty evil. We got the Eye of Sauron above the door there. Ugh, who's eating eyes? What the heck? Oh, I thought he was eating it because he had like chopsticks. Good, good. You can study it. That's much better.
You not come here. Illegal.
I would be careful if I were you.
Yes. Questions.
Are they going to kill him? That's my question. Oh, they're gonna freeze him to death.
If only you could see what I've seen with your eyes.
That's kind of... I don't know if we want to see what he's seen with his eyes.
He take you there. He take you.
Sebastian who?
He just casually puts an eye on his shoulder.
Where would we find this? J.F. Sebastian.
I mean, this guy just stole the scene. I mean, talk about walking in and being a crazy villain. He was so scary, man.
I wanted to see you.
Maybe she suspects herself.
Let me help.
I mean, but his job is to kill them. Like, it's got to feel so weird to, you know, act kind to a replicant.
You think I'm a replicant, don't you?
He's like, I know you are. But what if the tests are wrong?
You remember the spider that lived in a bush outside your window? Orange body, green.
Yeah, there's no way he would know these memories. She for sure is a replicant.
And 100 baby spiders came out. And they ate her.
Couldn't you have picked a nicer memory?
Tyrell's nieces.
I mean, what a huge thing to realize, like in your life, like everything you've known is fake.
No, really. I'm sorry. Go home.
You can't just say that though and then send her away. Like, she is never going to be the same. How could she, even if she convinced herself she wasn't, I feel like she'd always be doubting. Oh, don't let her just leave. I don't think it's going to end well for her. If she confronts, like, her creator and says she thinks she's fake, he'll probably just shut her down. Do they not have, like, street sweepers in this future? It's so filthy.
I'm hungry, JF.
I got stuff inside.
I mean, he's being pretty friendly. I think this is a plan.
It's a hobby. I'm a genetic designer. Do you know what that is?
No.
I think she does. That's why she picked you. Okay, literally like toys. Like, I mean, they could be adorable. They're a little bit creepy to me, too. I don't know what to think. What the heck? Is he just too drunk? Is he like dreaming or something? Yeah, he's definitely coping pretty hardcore right now. And I think the way I'm interpreting it is that he's doubting whether or not he's human. Or maybe like he has regrets about his job. That's why he retired in the first place. I mean, how the heck did he even notice that? Talk about an eye for detail. That's a very interesting directing choice, like having the camera behind on the other side of the glass and then you hear the audio like distorted through that. If anyone has an interpretation for why you would shoot the scene like that, please feel free to let me know. It's very interesting. I liked it, but I don't know like what they were trying to convey exactly, or if it was just a stylistic thing. Sometimes I try to read too much into directing choices.
I've had people walk out on me before, but not when I was being so charming.
I don't think so, Mr. Deckard. That's not my kind of place.
Go someplace else.
I mean, I can't tell, like, does he like her, or is there any chance she's not a replicant, that she's actually a human and that the tests are flawed? And that's going to be, like, the twist?
Dirty holes they drill in the walls so they can watch a lady undress.
I'm surprised she doesn't suspect him for being a creep, you know? Some guy following her in with some cover like that.
Think I'd be working in a place like this if I could afford a real snake?
Huh, that's interesting. The real one is more expensive than the artificial. Holy. Is she a replicant? I mean, talk about just a seedy, filthy, disgusting underworld. It's so crowded and just... How could you find someone in a place like this? There's so many extras in these shots, you know, it really sells the feeling that you're in this crowded city. I mean, it truly is like watching an animal get like hunted down and killed. Like you can see how like terrified she is.
Rachel disappeared, vanished. Didn't even know she was a replicant. Something to do with a brain implant, says Tyrell.
Dang, is he really gonna have to hunt her down too? Is that seriously her right there?
More than you. Time to die.
Dang, she just killed one of her fellow replicants to save him.
Shakes.
Everything in this universe is just so bleak and depressing. Like everyone is just barely trying to survive in this dark, unhappy world, drinking, smoking, drugging themselves, doing anything just to survive another day.
Would you come after me? Hunt me?
Maybe not him, but I think someone would. Like you're gonna live your life hunted if you are a replicant. And is there any way that the replicants can like supersede their programming to die after 4 years? Or is that just going to be their short existence no matter what? Like, is there no way around it?
You know that Voight-Kampff test of yours? Did you ever take that test yourself?
It's a very, very good question. And if he hasn't, I feel like it has to be out of a fear that he wouldn't pass. Wait, he's not going to let her leave?
Hi, Roy.
Gosh, you really got some nice toys here.
This is the friend I was telling you about. This is my savior, J.F. Sebastian.
You should be getting nervous right about now.
Terrell Corporation. There's some of me in you.
Do they not look like the creepiest, scariest duo just staring at him like that? That's terrifying.
To him in person.
That'll be an interesting conversation. Creator speaking to his own creation.
We're so happy you found us.
Okay. I hope they don't just kill him if he actually does help them. But both of them look like very, very ruthless, like they wouldn't hesitate to murder him the second he's not useful. How are they going to get past the security, though? Like, I feel like a place this big, like with the guy who designed them, he's got to have a very advanced, like, protection.
Queen to bishop 6, check.
Nonsense.
I mean, in a meta way, he's about to fail big time in his chess move.
Queen.
I always wonder in movies like this where they have chess games going on, if they bring in like a real advanced chess player to set up mid-game in a realistic scenario.
You better come up, Sebastian.
Just like that? Lucky they played chess together, huh?
Mr. Terrell?
Now, wouldn't it be a crazy plot twist if he also was a replicant?
Potent mutagen had created a virus so lethal the subject was dead before he left the table.
So is there really no way to extend their lives? Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh. I think you are in trouble. But he didn't kill him, right? He just took out his eyes. I don't understand though. Like, is he just gonna continue on his job like normal and just continue hunting down these replicants? That one looks like her. That's her, right? I mean, this is honestly so creepy. Like, I would hate to be walking through this room trying to find a threat. Is she gonna run or is she gonna try to fight? Oh. Surprised she didn't just kill him. That is honestly so unsettling. He's gonna be after you. Dang, he moved fast. I don't think so.
Proud of yourself, little man.
He's gonna break his arm.
This is for Zora. This is for Chris.
Oh my gosh.
I'm right here, but you've got to shoot straight. Straight doesn't seem to be good enough.
What, does he want him to kill him? Okay, that is creepy. Why did he let him live, though? Does he just want to enjoy the hunt and taunt him? And, you know, Deckard has successfully, like, killed all the other replicants. Like, how does he think he's gonna defeat Deckard when Deckard's still armed? That is super creepy, though. Oh, what the hell is he doing? Is he like causing pain to make sure that he's still alive? Oh, great. Dang, that's quite the jump. Why would he want to save him? And why would he save him after he killed his friends?
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. All those moments will be lost in time. like tears in rain. Time to die.
That was a really cool shot. Don't tell me she's there and she's dead.
Do you love me?
I love you.
Was he going to try to help her escape somehow?
Rachel?
I swear, if he ends up betraying her and kills her...
It's too bad she won't live. But then again, who does?
I don't understand. Okay, I am so confused. All right, so that is Blade Runner. I'm just going to be honest with everybody. I feel like I did not fully understand that movie. I don't know if I missed some just little details or if the story was just different than I expected, but I don't think I fully understood everything about that movie. So if anyone wants to clarify anything, I'm going to look up some things about it. Just I feel like there were definitely some big themes that were touched on, and I'll just give my basic thoughts about the ideas behind the film. But like I said, I really feel like I don't have a complete understanding about this film at all. So feel free to give me an assist in the comments. I definitely would appreciate it. But I'll just talk about some of the technical things I really liked. I really, really liked the design of the world and the technology of this movie. I think that this movie as a whole was a pretty big downer. It was pretty dreary and depressing. And I think that's definitely what they were going for. And the set design and the color palette and the shots, there was a very generous use of shadows. I really liked how multiple scenes kind of had sources of light that were shifting, like cars or traffic or ads or signs. And it helped add just a lot of visual interest, but I think also helped fit with the ambiance of the whole world, of just this world of darkness and mystery and lies and filth and dirt and artificial, I also feel like they really conveyed the sense that Deckard felt so out of place the whole movie. He's going around everywhere. He doesn't speak the language. He doesn't blend in. He's doing anything to kind of just crush his feelings, drinking. Everyone is smoking. There's just a very lived-in feeling. I also got the feeling that Earth as a whole felt like this planet that has just been left behind, this kind of thing of the past where only the misfits and the poor have been left behind in the filth. Everyone else has kind of moved on and doing things like having the world filled with advertisements, having it filled with like a nightlife, kind of a seedy group of people all over the place that really helped just give a complete feeling to the film, as opposed to simply like having the story lay things out for you. You would just see shots. Everything about the design helped really sell the feel and the tone of what was going on beyond just the writing and the story. The story, I feel like I said, I really don't think I completely understand. The end, I don't understand. That little figurine, did that mean that one guy was a replicant the whole time? Are we hopeful that Deckard and Rachel are going to get away? I didn't expect Rachel to live. She seemed like such a doomed character, but are we to assume they had a happy ending? Is Rachel happy with Deckard after some of the scenes we saw? It just seems very up in the air. And I also think it's very much up in the air. We didn't really get an answer to whether Deckard was human or not. So, and maybe I'm sure that's what the movie seemed to be going for, unless there were clues along the way that I missed. My interpretation, it seems pretty strong. Like, I just suspect that Deckard is a replicant himself. He seemed very suspicious, and the fact that when Rachel brought up the fact that if he had ever taken that exam, which was also a great little touch in the movie, the exam felt so invasive and felt very real, to like this unsettling psychological profile that can just slap you with this labeled that if you get it, you're executed. I don't know. I did like the feel of the corporation feeling so detached. And even when we saw characters die, when Deckard was shooting the replicants, there was something just so impersonal, and like this attitude of that the world around them just didn't care. There was just this casual brutality and violence that was very cold and isolating and felt very unsettling, watching these replicants. My heart really went out to the replicants. I know that they seem to be on some mission, I'm assuming, to try to extend their lives. That seemed to be what they were after, but it was hard for me not to empathize with them. They're essentially these robots who are programmed with human emotions and are autonomous, but they're doomed to live short lives, and they're forced to be slaves to humans. Like, it just seems like such a raw deal for them to be dealt with. As far as some themes and things like that, some basic ideas I think that I was picking up on were ideas of like what makes a person human. And I think that the character of Roy, was kind of demonstrating the desperation of humanity, like the will to live might be part of what makes you human, or the ability to suffer and to struggle. I don't fully understand like why he didn't kill Deckard. It seems like he had more than a few opportunities to, and plenty of motivation, but was he just surrendering to the helplessness of the situation and the fact that his life was so momentary and short? So in that moment, did he relate to Deckard, seeing him struggle and frantically try to survive for a moment longer? Is that why he ended up catching him and like lifting him up? I mean, I don't know. That's kind of my basic interpretation, but I don't know. Is there a chance that he recognized that Deckard was also a replicant, and so he felt like, hey, you're just another desperate creation that only has so long to live, and you're doing your best? I also got the sense that there's, I don't know, the ability for them to implant memories makes me suspect that there could be tons of replicants all over the place. I mean, if you could design robots to the point where they couldn't tell themselves whether or not they're human, who's to trust that the corporation doesn't have even more advanced models that could pass these tests? And who's to trust that the efficiency and the control that one can have over machines compared to humans, the superiority they have in their design and their strength, that wouldn't slowly kind of take over the world. But yeah, I was just really struck by how filthy and detached everyone felt from the struggle. It really felt like a very, very grim look at a potential future where there's just this callousness to suffering, and everyone's looking out for themselves, and no one is. It seems like a world that's completely void of generosity or warmth or care. And you see that reflected in things like I mentioned, the whole way this movie is shot just feels so grimy and corporate. The fact that it's cold and it's raining, we have a lot of blue color palettes going on that really helped, to me at least, sell that idea of this artificial and this unfeeling, unempathetic world that we're living in, which was pretty dark and depressing. Not gonna lie, not the best feel good movie out there. The character of Deckard, I don't know what to think of him. I don't know. I didn't really get the sense that he was a good character. He seemed just like you're kind of an everyman who was slowly, putting together some pieces that his reality might be much more horrifying and ruthless than he's wanted to come to terms with. I didn't enjoy seeing him kill the replicants. Like, I really was, in a way, rooting for them, just because, like I said, I really feel bad for the situation that the replicants find themselves in. And I kind of think that Deckard was a replicant. And I was assuming that in the movie he was going to actually take the side of the replicants and fight against the corporation, possibly. That's kind of the trajectory that I thought the story was going to take. But it didn't seem like he had that clear of a redemptive arc. I don't know. I think the fact that he was spared at the end does make him reconsider like how he views the replicants. And I think there were hints about him being reluctant about his job, but I don't know. It was tough to root for him, seeing some of the things he did at the same time too. But yeah, like I said, you can tell that this movie was crafted incredibly well. I thought technically everything was put together. I feel like I really don't have a very firm grasp of the meaning of everything that happened. And I do think this is one of those stories that a lot of it is meant to be up to interpretation. But if anyone wants to help steer me in the right direction, I would I would definitely appreciate it. And like I said, I've seen most of Blade Runner 2049. I wasn't completely focusing on it, so I don't, I remember like some big plot points that happened, but I didn't fully pick up on the world and the details of everything that was going on. So if anyone is interested in me watching that movie and you want me to see that and react to that, please just let me know. Let me know in the comments. And let me know in the comments, like I said, what your thoughts are about this movie. If you feel like you understood this movie, if you like it from a technical perspective, if there are story ideas and themes that I just completely missed. Maybe I just was completely not getting it. It could be me. I've been known to miss some obvious plot points before, so that could be on me. And yeah, like I said, my reaction to Alien will be coming out next week, or if you want to see it right now, that's going to be up on Patreon for early access. Thank you guys, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.